We're gearing up for a big weekend with Gardner-Webb coming in. We're on a 3-game winning streak in conference, having swept Winthrop, so we're feeling good going into this weekend. Last night played 2 solid games against College of Charleston, coming away with a split. Played very well in the first game, picking up a victory, and then game 2 we started off a little slow offensively, had our opportunities in the 6th and 7th inning. Actually had the tying run out at second base in the middle of our lineup up, so we had the right people up. We just couldn't get a hit to go through. So it's a split that we're not extremely happy with, but we're playing well, especially going into this weekend. We got 3 big games, like I said, with Gardner-Webb. We're in a position where we're 3rd in conference. We need to do everything we can to stay in the top 3. You're in the top 3 seeds. You're in a better position going into the conference tournament. So these are 3 big games coming up this weekend before we head into our finals, and basically about a 2-week stretch off before we bring Radford in here to finish off the regular season.
Talk a little bit about Megan Lombard. She's been swinging a hot bat. Basically, the top 3 batters in the lineup have been swinging really well.
Well, Megan Lombard has been one of our top hitters since she's been here, her freshman year 2 years ago. So she's a junior now. We expected big things out of her, and she's really gotten hot the past couple of weeks. I think she's up over 330 now, so she's definitely swinging the bat extremely well. And she's one of those hitters that swings the bat even better as the game goes on. I think she's hitting over 700 in the 7th inning, so she's a big-time clutch hitter for us. She's not your typical leadoff hitter, but we put her up there at the top of our lineup, so she gets more at-bats. That's one of the reasons we juggled around our lineup a little bit. Last weekend at Winthrop, we moved Erin Kegley up to the 2 spot. Again, not your typical number 2 hitter that is going to look to just put the ball in play and move our 1 hitter over. She's up there to drive the ball and get some RBIs, and we stationed our bottom half of the lineup with our 8 and 9 spots with players that we know can get on base a little bit for those hitters. Maybe not high batting average type kids, but high on base percentage hitters that'll get on in front of them. And then Jessica Brock in the 3 hole has been swinging the bat extremely well for most of the season. She's got a lot of RBIs, so those top 3 are setting the table for us and doing a great job.
And then within the past week, we've seen Kimby Hobbs have a pretty strong performance in the bullpen.
Without a doubt, she was pitcher of the week last week for her showing coming in relief against Winthrop, and we just decided to shake it up game 1 against Winthrop. Morgan was throwing very well. They were coming through their 3rd time in the lineup late in the game. We decided to throw Kimby out there in relief. She came in, absolutely shut down the Winthrop team in the first game, and so we decided to do the exact same thing. Let Morgan bounce back in game 2 of that series and start and bring Kimby in. I think it was the 3rd or 4th inning she threw then. So she threw great relief in all 3 games of that series. I think she had 19 strikeouts in just over 9 innings, so that's terrific for her. But the biggest thing is Morgan and Kimby, they complement each other so well. They're change of speeds off of each other, so it's nice bringing her in late in the game. We'll continue to do that a little bit, try to find the best way to utilize both of them, because they're getting almost all of our innings. Hayes Holdsworth has thrown a couple times in relief in some non-conference games, so she's always available if we need to go to our number 3, but it's just trying to find the best way to use Morgan and Kimby to complement each other and get the most out of them.
And one more question, what are the keys for these last 6 ball games?
Well, we went through a 4-game winning streak before dropping game 2 against College of Charleston, and all 4 of those games we had to come from behind. We didn't come from big-time deficits, but we gave up the lead early in the game and had to battle back. So the key going into this weekend, and then also Radford later on, is to start fast. Our motto early in the season was start fast, finish strong. We've been finishing strong. Even the game we dropped last night with College of Charleston, like I said, we had an opportunity to win it in the 6th and 7th inning with a bunch of base runners on. So we finished the way we needed to, but we can't dig ourselves a hole. The big thing is that our offense gets going in the first 2 innings and put some pressure on Gardner-Webb, especially this weekend early on. Like I said, our top of our lineup's been doing extremely well, but we haven't getting run production for the first time through the order. So that's going to be the big key, is giving our pitchers a little bit of a break and not having to pitch from behind all the time. Getting the early lead, starting fast, is going to be the biggest key.
Here with sophomore 3rd baseman Jessica Brock from the CSU softball team. Jessica, talk a little bit about the way the season's gone so far for you and for the team.
So far the team, we're doing pretty good. Well, right now we're doing pretty good when it comes to league, with us getting the 3 wins against Winthrop. We're on a high note when it comes to league play. And then yesterday we played really well the first game, and the second game we did all right, but right now we're improving each game and we're hitting the ball really well. A lot of players like Megan Lombard has a 10-game hitting streak, I think, and she's hitting the ball really well and getting a lot of runners in that are getting on base. And so if we keep doing that, hitting runners in and hitting consistently and making the plays we need to on defense, I think we'll do just fine for the rest of the season.
Talk a little bit about the rest of the season. You got Garden Webb coming up tomorrow and Saturday.
Garden Webb, well, last year we went 1-2 against them, and I think this year we have the possibility of sweeping them. I think that if we play like we did against Winthrop with the energy and making all the plays and hitting the ball like we were, I think we have a good chance of sweeping them. And then Radford, I think Radford, that series is going to be a good series. Last year it was different, but this year we have a lot better team, and our pitchers are doing really well lately. They're keeping us in ball games, and I think that with our hitting right now and our pitchers doing as well as they are, I think it's going to be a good series.